If you've tried to find a free note-taking app for iPad, you already know the problem. Apple's App Store is drowning in apps that promise everything but deliver mediocrity. Some are bloated. Some crash. Some lock your notes behind a paywall the moment you actually need them. In 2026, the choice should be simple, but it's not. That's why I tested the 5 most popular free iPad note apps for the last 2 months, taking notes the way real people actually do it. Student notes, work notes, creative brainstorming. The results were surprising. And today, I'm breaking down which one you should actually use based on how you take notes. Before we dive into specific apps, let's talk about what separates a great free note app from just another app draining your storage. First, it has to work offline. Second, your notes stay yours, no forced cloud sync or login walls. Third, the iPad experience shouldn't feel like a mobile app squeezed onto a bigger screen. It needs to use the Apple Pencil if you want it to, or just your fingers if you don't. Fourth, and this matters more than people think, the export options. Can you get your notes out if you change apps? PDF, plain text, whatever format you need. And fifth, zero annoying ads or dark pattern paywalls. A free app is free or it's not. We're looking at the ones that actually are. Let's start with the app that shipped with your iPad. Apple Notes is free. It's integrated with every Apple device you own. And here's what surprised me. It's way more powerful than most people realize. You get unlimited notes, folders, collaborators, and actual decent search. You can lock notes with Face ID or Touch ID. You can sketch with your pencil, embed images, scan documents, add checklists, and pin your favorites. The formatting options are solid, bold, italic, headings, monospace for code. And because it syncs via iCloud, your notes follow you to your iPhone, Mac, and anywhere else you log in. The trade-off? Apple Notes doesn't have the advanced organizational features some power users need. No tags beyond folders, no templates, no advanced search filters. But for 90% of people, Apple Notes is genuinely the right choice. If Apple Notes feels too simple, Microsoft OneNote goes the opposite direction. It's free, it runs beautifully on iPad, and it's built for people who need serious organizational depth. OneNote uses a notebook metaphor. You have notebooks, sections within those notebooks, and pages within sections. That hierarchy is incredibly powerful if you're managing notes across multiple projects, classes, or areas of life. You get infinite web clipping. Save any web page directly into your notes. Collaboration is built in. You and others can edit the same notebook in real time. And OneNote syncs across Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, and the web. Here's the reality check, though. OneNote's iPad app is technically powerful, but feels clunky compared to Apple Notes. The interface is dense. Sync can be slow. And if you're only taking simple notes, it's overkill. But if you're juggling multiple projects or studying for multiple classes, OneNote gives you the structure to never lose anything. Now, I need to be honest here. The 2 apps everyone asks about, Notability and GoodNotes, are not free. GoodNotes costs $11.99 once. Notability costs $11.99 one time or $4.99 per month. They're not expensive, but they're also not free. That said, if you're serious about handwriting, sketching, or mixing handwritten and typed notes, they're worth the money. GoodNotes is specifically built around writing with your Apple Pencil. The canvas is infinite, your handwriting is smooth, and you can organize pages into notebooks. Notability does everything GoodNotes does, plus adds audio recording synced to your notes, so you can tap a word and jump to exactly when it was written. If free is your absolute ceiling, skip these. But if you can stretch to $10, these are the note-taking apps that professionals and students consistently choose. I mention them because they're the comparison point for everything else. Your workflow changes who wins. For students, if you're taking notes in lectures, GoodNotes or Notability still win because handwriting is faster and more natural than typing. But if you can't spend money, OneNote is your best friend. Its web clipping saves every research article you find. Its organization by class and semester is built in. And you can collaborate with study groups without anyone needing to pay. For professionals working during the day, Apple Notes is often enough if you're just capturing ideas and action items. It's fast, unobtrusive, and synchronizes instantly. But if you're in meetings taking notes for hours, OneNote's ability to handle massive notebooks with thousands of pages without slowing down matters. And if you're designing, sketching wireframes, or doing creative work, you need GoodNotes or Notability's infinite canvas. Okay, let's talk about how to actually use these apps so you're not wasting time. In Apple Notes, use voice memos inside notes, not separately. Record audio directly into the note you're taking. The search will find your words even within the recording. Use table formatting for comparison notes. Pros and cons, features, whatever. 1. Note. Use the Draw Annotations tool over typed text. Write comments by hand in margins. Organize by semester or project from day 1, or you'll have 500 orphan notes you can't find. Both apps. Use folders and notebooks the minute you start, not after you have chaos. And here's the thing no one talks about. Use these apps offline all the time. Stop depending on cloud sync. Take notes on an airplane, in a tunnel, in the mountains. Sync when you get home. You'll work faster without worrying about connectivity. Be honest with yourself about what you actually need. If you're taking thousands of notes and organizing them by tag, date, notebook, and search filters, you might want Notion or Obsidian. If you're mixing handwriting, typing, audio, and syncing across 5 devices every day, Notability probably justifies the cost. If you're doing anything commercial with your notes, like writing a book or publishing articles, you need better export options. But here's what I learned testing these apps. Most people use maybe 20% of what their Note app offers. You probably don't need templates. You probably don't need the advanced search. You probably just need something that captures your thoughts without losing them. Apple Notes does that. OneNote does that. GoodNotes and Notability do it with fancier handwriting support. Pick the right tool for your actual workflow, not the one with the longest feature list. So here's what you should do next. If you're just starting out, install Apple Notes today and use it for a week. See if it fits how you actually take notes. If you need more organization, test OneNote for a week. And if you're using your Apple Pencil constantly, spend $10 on GoodNotes and get the handwriting experience you deserve. But here's the thing. The best note-taking app is the one you'll actually use every day. It doesn't matter how many features it has if you stop opening it after 2 weeks. That's why I want to know what matters to you. What note-taking feature can't you live without? Comment below and we will build it.